So, ich bin auch, denke ich, schon wieder zurück. Mal gucken. Ah, ja. Controller funktioniert wieder. Und wir können starten mit der letzten Episode. Oh Gott, ey, ich bin irgendwie verfertigt. Es kommt mir vor, als hätten wir das gestern gespielt. Haben wir noch Extras? Ah, mal gucken. Boah, sorry. Jetzt muss ich ein bisschen mehr Platz machen. Okay, Keyboard ist noch im Weg. Danke. Tschüss. Yay. Ich werde, denke ich, auch hier wieder nicht alle kriegen. Ach, hier. Unser Liebling. Jetzt Geld. Das ist echt irgendwie... Naja, ne. Genau, wir haben jetzt den krummen Mann besucht. Catherine Real Icon. Das ist der... Ja, so Crooked Man. Ach, krumme Mann finde ich mal komisch. Er hat viele damit eingeflochten und das... Vor allem noch den kleinen Tim. Sentry. Okay. Achso, nichts kann sein Bein heilen. Oh Gott, das finde ich hart. Gut. Dann haben wir hier nochmal, ja, 8 Sachen, die wir finden können. Freischalten können. Achso, Achievements sind ja auch nur die Sachen, die wir immer spielen. Und dass wir nicht immer alles freischalten können, weil wir zu blöd dafür sind. Im Grunde. Ach Mann, oh. Ich will, dass die Sachen weggehen. Ich werde sonst wahnsinnig. Ich weiß nicht, ob ihr das auch kennt, aber ich werde wahnsinnig, wenn mir immer sowas angezeigt wird hier. Ach, hier genau. Und wir waren alle glücklich. Bis ans Ende. Nicht. So, jetzt aber wirklich. Wo ist es denn? Play. Gucken, was zuletzt geschehen ist. Und ja, dann hoffentlich nicht zu sehr zum Wolf werden. Ja, siehst du? Ich habe es übrigens auch schon längst nachgeguckt. Das Ende hat mir sehr gut gefallen. Und generell der Mecher zwischendurch. Bin da schon gespannt, ne, wie es weitergeht. So, wir machen aber erstmal hier weiter.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays?
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Ach ja, wir wissen noch, wie unser Arm ein bisschen zerbrochen war.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Und das ist jetzt unser gerade das Problem.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Dass wir gefühlt allen versprochen haben, ihn umzubringen und sie brauchen ihn jetzt aber lebendig. Und ich werde einfach wieder gucken, ne, wie es sich heute gibt. Ich nehme mir hier nichts mehr vor. Sterben wir eh wieder alle. Nee. Und je nachdem, wie lange wir hier heute auch brauchen, bin ich durchaus geneigt, auch ein bisschen überlange zu machen und vielleicht noch ein neues, weiteres Spiel anzufangen, ne? Ja, normales Telltale-Game, ne? Alle sterben. Gar nicht. Ich glaube, selbst bei nach Jurassic Park haben die auch überlebt.
You've come a long way.
Genau, der krumme Mann mit seinem krummen Haus.
You must be tired.
Ach ja. Seiner krummen Katze, seiner krummen Maus. Vor allem seinem krummen Bein. Ja, eventuell
And if
das.
my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures.
Yeah? Well, you can forget all that. It's over with.
Hui.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Wer war er denn eigentlich nochmal?
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here?
Der hat man doch
It
auch
would
schon mal
help
irgendwo gesehen,
settle
den
everyone's
Jersey.
nerves, I think.
Oder?
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to
Also ich
pull
würde ja
that
immer noch
on
sagen, dass
you?
hinter dieser Bluebeard
Oh, I
eigentlich da
don't
allem
know.
steht.
Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services.
Er ist halt so ein Mafioso,
But I
ne?
can
Er ist
understand
halt
the confusion, and I'm truly sorry
gut
about
bezahlt.
the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want
Ja,
to settle
wirklich
the
typisch
issue
Mafia.
for you,
Kennen das
and
mal
to
alles
assure
unter
you
sich
that
hier.
it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Was will er
The
denn?
man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
You think I'm scared of you?
Ich hätte mir besser seinen Bruder umbringen
You're
sollen.
nothing more than
That's
a...
enough.
Oder ihn? Ich weiß gar nicht.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Was?
However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what
Aber
you
wen jetzt
wanted,
genau?
so
Alle
just
beide?
Sit down.
Also alle drei?
Now.
Es gibt ja die Easy-Prinzessin mit ihrem Freund und dann noch Lily.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look,
Ja.
the fact is, George here
Wenn er jetzt nur
misinterpreted one
hingehalten
of my
wird und es gar nicht
instructions.
wahr.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then attempt
Ja,
to
das
blame
meine ich.
me
Er hat
for
ihn halt
it.
darum gebeten, scheinbar.
You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
Die anderen gehen doch einfach mit.
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss
Krass.
terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued
Und nehmen wir sie einfach
cooperation.
beide?
What the hell?
Und nehmen wir sie einfach beide? Was machen wir denn? Das ist ja das Geile, man kann ja einfach Pause machen, damit man sich darüber... wir können natürlich jetzt halt ablehnen, ne? Wir können es auch beide mitnehmen. Oder was war das andere? Wir können uns auch noch annehmen? Ich weiß nicht. Wollen wir sie beide mitnehmen? Wollen wir den brutalen Weg gehen? Das wird mich jetzt schon reizen, aber irgendwie... Sie hat ja gesagt, ich soll einfach irgendwen bringen im Grunde. Das würde ihr ja auch reichen. Ich vertraue ganz ehrlich dem Grummann ein wenig.
Take this fucker. Take all of them.
Ach, wir reden mal drüber.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
Ne, mehr oder
For
weniger
minor
annehmen.
infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck?
Ah Gott, jetzt kann ich mich wirklich entscheiden, wen direkt ich nehme. Das wird uns halt nicht weiterbringen, wenn wir uns jetzt einfach Georgie mitnehmen. Können wir ja machen, aber... Die anderen wollen das ja scheinbar auch, dass ich ihn mitnehme. Ah, das ist so schwierig. Ich würde alles so gerne machen.
You're gonna make sure we all go down this
Na gut.
shitter with you?
Komm mit.
Get the fuck away from me. He's the one you fucking want.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Nein! Der Bastard. Egal, was ich gemacht habe, es wäre so gekommen.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ah. Ach, er war das! Ups. Jetzt weiß ich es wieder. Ach, shit. Ah, nein! Oh, geil, jetzt dann wieder kämpfen hier. Ups.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Shit, das wäre
I'd
jetzt wieder
like to say
egal
it was nice
gewesen.
knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Habe ich es geschafft? Ich glaube nämlich... Oh, ja. Ich war es nicht. Ich bin nur ausgewichen. Oh, das sah ja ganz einfach aus.
Oh God.
Selber schuld.
This way.
Die hauen mir ja schon wieder alle ab. Ich muss auch hinterher. Spielt der da so lange rum? Gute Nacht. Will da noch was?
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Wo sind die anderen beiden hin? Ich bin ein guter Hund. Ich schaff das. Wow.
Shit.
ist denn? Sollte ich vielleicht nicht in der Öffentlichkeit machen? In dieser Gestalt? Ja, von sowas habe ich gesprochen, mal mehr davon hier. Es ist halt auch einfach nur ein Story-driven Game, ne? Gut. Verliere ich sie etwa? Ich bin wie so ein Hulk, ey.
What was that?
Ja, was wohl? Ach, shit! Ah, ich ärgere mich gerade so ein bisschen. Ich hätte gedacht, dass die das daneben anders sind. Ah, nicht abschütteln! Ach Gott. Und weiter geht's. Ah.
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going.
Ich vielleicht stehen bleiben soll? Ich weiß auch nicht. Ich hab mich doch voll umgenüppelt.
Come on.
Wo sollten sie halt auch groß hin? Aber die anderen ärgern mich gerade, dass die jetzt halt entkommen sind. Hat ja jemand zufällig genauer das Hemd und die Hose hängen gelassen für uns. Und Krawatte auch noch. Mensch. Oh Gott, ey. Der war echt ordentlich geblutet. War ich das? Eventuell?
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Wir lauschen erstmal nur.
Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time.
Haben wir vielleicht noch irgendwas Sinnvolles?
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Don't worry.
It was supposed to end.
Was?
Well, it won't be your fault.
Achso, es hat mit Fate enden. Mit ihr dann. Leute. So unnötig.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then? You
didn't
fucking...
mean-
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
You didn't have to do anything.
Hätte ja auch zu uns kommen können, so ist es nicht.
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
Ja, die anderen hole ich mir auch noch. Keine Sorge.
Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Er ist jetzt nur für Snow White. Gut.
Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Wenn er nicht vorher stirbt.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original.
Was original?
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Narissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit! Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Das war brutal. Shit, ey.
Get up.
Seine Eingeweide fallen gleich raus.
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for
Ich
me,
bereue es
alright?
richtig, dass ich nicht bei ihm auf dem Auto gelandet bin.
For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends.
Ach Gott, Junge, stirb leise.
Just make it quick. I know what I did.
Na gut.
All right, Georgie.
Ich denke mal, dass er sich wirklich davon erholt, deswegen werden wir es lieber schnell. Aber wie leicht ihr Kopf einfach abgefallen ist. Ich komme darauf gerade nicht klar. Was ist denn das für ein Mist? Ich meine, eigentlich hätten wir sie halt einfach hier liegen lassen können, alle beide, wären halt zu ihm gegangen, hätten ihn halt fertig gemacht, dann hätte sie auch nie ihr Band abziehen müssen. Wäre doch okay gewesen. Oh, shit, ey. Ich würde sagen, wir sollten auch das Auto hier wegfahren. Oder auch nicht. Lieber einfach das Taxi. Ah, krass, wie das jetzt hier echt anzieht einfach mal. Sind alle wohl etwas kopflos und werden durch das Band zusammengehalten. Ja, also die anderen sind ja jetzt im Grunde frei, dadurch, dass sie es abgenommen hatte. Aber ich meine, sie hätte es auch einfach dran lassen können. Den anderen wäre dann einfach mal nichts passiert, weil sie hätten ja keine Gefahr mehr so gesehen. Dann hätten die das halt gehabt, aber hätten die das halt selber abgezogen, klar wäre der Kopf halt auch ab gewesen. Jetzt können sie es halt aber abnehmen und sie ist halt dafür gestorben. Wenn die halt so nette Freundinnen sind, dann wäre denen das ja egal. Sie haben es am Anfang auch nur als Gimmick gemacht. Von daher haben die ja irgendwie eingewilligt dazu auch.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Ach Gott, ey, und die haben bestimmt eine Falle vorbereitet. Direkt rein oder gibt es noch einen anderen Weg? Das ist alles kein anderer Weg. Okay. Ich finde das krass. Ja, diese magische Welt. So much magical. So brutal. Kopf draufsetzen, Band wieder rumkleben. Hält noch. Hier kann man bestimmt auch richtig gut kämpfen in dem Gebiet. Ach, guckt mal.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Ich finde das so geil gemacht hier mit dem Schatten, dem Schwarz-Weiß und so. Schon nice. Sie wussten, dass ich jetzt hier komme. Möb. Ach du Scheiße, ey. Wie kann man so schon sterben? Hä, wo ist sie denn?
The big bad wolf.
Ich glaube, sie will uns auch gerade verwirren.
You used to be something.
Ach, das Rad. Halt, wartet. Lass mal hier gucken. Ich lasse sie ruhig quatschen im Hintergrund. Ach genau, hier haben sie uns ja gestalkt. Also uns alle. Ich weiß gar nicht, wer die jetzt hier alle sein sollen, aber... Ja, ja, die gibt's auch.
They used to fear you.
Au, ich hing hier fest.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Das schöne Rad hier. Da ist noch Blut dran? Ne? Moment. Irgendwas... Ah, die Steuerung ändert sich die ganze Zeit. Das ist so irritierend. Mann. Silberkugeln.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Was? Wo kam sie denn jetzt her? Da war doch gar
It's
nichts.
about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ist eine Metallbank oder was?
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but
Ihr
I have
leider
some
auch,
business
ja.
to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish.
Ich schmeiß sie gleich
Don't
ins
worry.
Feuer,
This
ey.
won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Gleich mal anfangen.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Das wird brutal. Ich sehe es jetzt schon. Ist egal, wie gut ich mich schlage, es wird richtig wehtun. Shit, ey. Kann sie sich wirklich spontan unsichtbar machen? Ich sehe sie doch rennen. Was wird denn die Humble-Bundle schon wieder? Einmal frei Age of Wonders 3. Ach Gottchen. Ganz viel im Spring Sale drinne. Könnte man ja gleich mal nachgucken, ob zufällig Overcooked 2 dabei ist. Hä? Ja, was denn? Willst du nicht? Doch, jetzt. Schneller gehen. Was ist denn jetzt schon wieder? Hab ich gedrückt? Ich weiß es gar nicht. Ja. Das ist krass, wieso kann er hier so rumfliegen? Das macht doch kaum Sinn. Ey, das geht so schnell.
Where are you?
Das ist schon heftig.
Come out and face me.
Bereit machen für tot, würde ich sagen. What? Das ist die Bloody Mary, würde ich sagen. So wie man sie kennt und liebt. Bisschen Spiegel im Gesicht. Ist ja voll dumm, sie so zu treffen mit den bloßen Fäusten. Man tut sich doch halt einfach nur weh. Nein! Schmeiß sie da rein. Dann kann sie schön schmelzen, so wie das sich für Glas gehört. Ah, fällt daneben. gut, ich glaube, Glas kann man nicht nochmal einschmelzen, ne? War das nicht irgendwie so, wenn man das einmal in der Form hat oder sowas? Ach du Kacke! Okay, die schmeiße ich alle in den Topf. Der ist groß genug. Das tut richtig weh. Oh Gott, ey. Das sind halt einfach zu viele, ne? Ah, Kacke! Oh, jetzt ist er richtig mad. Süß. So leicht geht die also kaputt. Nein! Nein, wie gemein. Aber ey, mit jeder einzelnen so lange rumzukämpfen. Und es kommen halt immer noch mehr. Oh Gott. Dino-Schrei kommt jetzt. Ach nee, er pust. Natürlich, das ist, was ein Wolf halt so macht, ne? Er pustet und pustet. Er hat ja angeblich auch mal ein Backsteinhaus gepustet, oder? War das nicht so? Ach nee, hat er nicht geschafft, ne? Nur die anderen beiden. Aus Stroh und Holz oder so. Ah, tut das nicht weh? Also generell diese ganzen Scherben in sich drin zu haben. War das jetzt endlich mal die echte? Oh. Nicht weiter runter so. Gut gemacht. Dachte schon, wenn sie schon mal dabei sind, alles zu zeigen, ne? Wie der Kopf so abreißt, dann haben sie auch davor keine Angst mehr. Er hat nicht zu ihr gesagt, komm hoch, wenn du deine Arbeit beendet hast.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And
Ja,
that's
und?
what I want.
Was war jetzt das, was er auch möchte?
You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being.
Warum vor allem weiß er das schon wieder?
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair
Hat doch irgendwas
trial.
geplant.
Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me,
Ah, ich würde ihn
you
so gern
won't get your
umbringen.
answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Aber er hat doch gerade irgendwas vor. Wieso
You're
geht ihm
often
hinterher?
reckless. You're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in. But you
Guck
can
dich seinen
brighten
krummen Arm
up a
an, ey.
little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Ja,
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
ach Gott, ich probier's mal.
Hey!
Haha, war ja einfach.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she
Kaffen?
wants
Was
to
ist denn
keep you
Kaffen?
around.
Ach komm. Hat er verdient. Gib Kaffen mal so... Nicht, dass sein Auge gleich
You're
ausfällt.
under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Es ist ja genau das, was sie wollte. Und ich meine, er hat recht. Ich will auch, dass sie zufrieden ist. Vor allem, da Georgie jetzt halt auch tot ist. Ich glaube, er hat es halt auch echt nicht einfach gehabt. Aber ich muss mal ganz kurz unterbrechen hier. Ich will noch mal nachgucken. Nach den Geschichten, die wir jetzt freigeschaltet haben. Oder halt nach Einträgen. Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Wir haben schon wieder einen Eindruck verpasst. Wie passiert denn sowas immer? Ich verstehe das nicht. Ist da halt echt irgendeine Sache, die wir halt irgendwie uns falsch entscheiden? Vielleicht halt jetzt an der Stelle, wären wir halt auf das andere Auto gesprungen, wären wir vielleicht erst bei denen jetzt gewesen, hätten da was gesehen, was da... Ach, ich habe keine Ahnung, ganz ehrlich. Genau, Vivians Story. Die erste, die diesen Fluch bekommen hatte mit diesem Band. Wenn sie darüber spricht, wäre das halt, ne? Es ist schon fies. Eventuell würde sie irgendwann einen netten Mann heiraten. Aber er hat sich ständig gewundert, warum sie halt das Ding trägt. Auch wenn sie ihn angefleht hatte, dass er das einfach sein lassen sollte, hat er eines Nachts versucht, es zu entfernen. Als er auch nur ein Stückchen angezogen hatte, ist sie aufgewacht und hat gesehen, was er machte. Der Panik hat sie ihn weggestoßen, um ihn davon aufzuhalten. Sie hat sich halt versucht zu erklären, aber er hat das nicht verstanden. Und dann hat sie halt festgestellt, dass sie ihn halt nicht mehr vertrauen könnte und hat sich entschieden, ihn zu verlassen. Seitdem hat sie halt allein gewohnt. Und naja, es wird einfacher oder sicherer, alleine zu leben, als es zu riskieren, von anderen betrogen zu werden. Das finde ich halt schon echt heftig. Die haben sich halt auch während des, ja, Exodus kennengelernt, haben sich dann gegenseitig geholfen. Und diesen Pudding and Pie aufgemacht. Aber irgendwie war das halt besser als, naja, ne, anders. Seine wahre Form. Riesiger, 8 Fuß großer Wolf. 8 Fuß? Ist 8 Fuß nicht ganz schön klein? Ach, ich kenne mich mit den Großen wieder nicht aus. Genau, Huff and Puff. Dieses Husten und Pusten. Ah, das ist cool erklärt, so von dem Vater, dem Nordwind. Der wird ja auch immer so als komischer Mann manchmal auf Karten gemalt oder sowas. Der dann so pustet. Was? Er kann so lange seinen Atem anhalten, dass es eigentlich unmöglich ist, ihn zu ertränken? Das ist schon krass. Ich meine, sie haben ihn ja zum Beispiel auch bei den 7 Geistern, also hier den Ziegen, haben sie ja auch den Bauch gefüllt mit Stein und ihn dann in den Brunnen geworfen. Wo ich mir halt auch so denke, ja, ich glaube, davon hätte er sich dann nicht mehr erholt. Ja, ihre Loyalität hat mich sowieso gewundert. Schon vor vielen Jahrhunderten hat sie angefangen. Achso, er hat ihr natürlich Freiheit versprochen. Ja, das ist, ne. Solange sie für ihn arbeitet. Und es hat ja auch noch Spaß gemacht, natürlich. Das ist unglaublich. Ja gut, wenn wir schon mal hier dabei sind, ne? Wie viel haben wir denn? 1, 2, 3, 4, was ist das? Das ist nicht fertig, was? Wir haben doch erst eine Stunde gespielt. Das kann ich doch nicht machen. Und wieso bin ich irgendwie zu blöd, das mal anzuklicken? Die haben jetzt echt schon Kapitel 4 kommt. Oh Gottes Willen. Nee, wartet mal, gibt's hier. Nee, das ist wieder so. Oh. Ist wirklich noch ein Kapitel. Oh Gott, ey. Nö. Das gibt's doch nicht. Klar, was soll noch groß passieren?
We have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Ja, okay, ich merke schon.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girl.
think
Stimmt,
you
schiebt
have
er
the
gleich
right
alles
to
auf
just
Georgie
do
oder
this
so.
to people? You're a fucking crook.
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Das war jetzt so klar, dass er ihn halt, ne?
Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Weil irgendwie bleibt er so ruhig und unterbricht
You
sie
are
trotzdem.
charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice.
Ooh.
If we're ever going to pull ourselves
mir
together
schon geahnt.
and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Auch vielleicht auf den Season Pass?
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Du bist so eklig.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
I've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Ja, ja, und
You
dann
weren't
kam ich
being
mit euch den
helpful.
Spiegel.
You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
Danach
What
wird irgendwas gegen
Lily?
irgendwen
She
und dann...
wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Alles klar.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really?
Ja, komm, wir schmeißen die einfach in den
Nancy
Brunnen.
Greenleaf. Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters.
Jetzt arbeitet sie für uns. Wir haben es doch
With nowhere
geschafft.
else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
Ja,
Because
gegen einen
I
ordentlichen
helped her,
Preis.
she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time,
Not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
Oh, jetzt wird
We've
sie
made
doch
some
hingestellt.
mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
Oh.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Na dann, ab mit ihm in den Brunnen.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right.
Ach, kommt schon, wir hatten's doch fast.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody?
Ja, dem ging's doch
Beaten
gut.
to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Das stimmt doch gar nicht.
He's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still
Ja,
deputy mayor when
ich
that
war das
happened.
nicht.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed
Wie der sich
Faith
da
and
einfach
Lily.
rausredet.
End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who
Kann ich
filled
mich einfach
your
in den
lives
Brunnen
with the
werfen?
promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, Who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Wir nehmen einfach dein
Who
Geld und
will
teilen das auf.
dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Oh, jetzt
Excuse me,
kommt's.
dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
Oh.
Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Ja, schmeiß ihn wieder rein. Endlich.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy
Ah,
that?
daran habe ich auch schon gedacht. Das wäre doch richtig schön.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
Wieso will sie denn jetzt hier auf Moralarztposten machen? Wir schmeißen ihn jetzt in den Brunnen, dann ist gut.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
We should have a vote. Make it
Und am Ende
democratic.
darf ich die letzte Stimme machen. Darf es entscheiden.
He's right.
Krieg schon wieder
Nobody
die
can agree
Krise.
on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
Was?
He was appointed. He's the
Schmeiß ihn in
only
den Brunnen,
official
fertig.
representative, really. He should be the judge.
Ich bin langsam genug.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Ich meine, ja, ich wollte ihn auch ein bisschen ärgern und brutal sterben
This
lassen.
isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Yeah.
Just do what you think is right.
So, jetzt kommt's. Darf ich ihn in den Brunnen werfen?
Yes, Sheriff.
Seinen Kopf abreißen, in den Brunnen schmeißen, einsperren. Oh, so viele schöne Dinge. Ich will ihn nicht einsperren. Ich finde es zwar schön, ihn öfter den Kopf abzureißen, aber es wäre vielleicht verstörend für alle Anwesenden. Aber wir haben es Georgie versprochen. Ich finde, das sollte ich halten. Das Versprechen. Vielleicht kann ich ihm den Kopf abreißen und danach in den Brunnen schmeißen, dann habe ich eh beide Sachen. Ich würde gerne warten, bis Eve wiederkommt, damit sie es wenigstens auch sieht. Huch, jetzt. So viele schöne Ideen. Ich reiß doch gerne Leuten die Köpfe ab. Natürlich. Oh Mann, letzte Entscheidung hier quasi. Ich rede da die ganze Zeit davon, ihn in den Brunnen zu werfen. Jetzt darf ich ihm auch noch den Kopf abreißen. Ach, Eve. Du darfst das hier nachsehen, die Stelle, glaube ich.
a fucking lesson.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Was bitte? Schmeißt er mich in den Brunnen? Das gibt's doch nicht. Du Arsch. Tschüss.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Ich würde es sich wünschen, da rein zu klettern. Oh, oh mein Gott. Ist das eklig. Tschüss.
Oh my God.
Und in den Brunnen geschmissen. Ach, ein Andenken. Du bist zurück, genau im richtigen Moment. Ich hab's genossen. Bin in den Brunnen geworfen, endlich.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Und sie wissen, dass ich halt wirklich gefährlich bin jetzt. Das werden sie sich merken. Ich bin zu Wolf geworden am Ende. Well, escalated quickly. Wobei. Also wir haben jetzt schon eine Viertelstunde diskutiert hier. Es ging halt immer ewig hin und her, wie man es jetzt machen sollte. Am Ende haben wir wirklich die Diskussion gewonnen und durften halt selbst entscheiden, aber ich werfe ihn doch nicht einfach nur in den Brunnen. Ich hab's doch Georgie versprochen. So, ich glaube, da geht schon der Abspann los.
Hey, Sheriff.
Wer war das?
You gonna come see the truck off?
Ah.
We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Was zur Farm? Wer wird denn da jetzt noch hingeschickt?
This fucking line.
Ach Gott, ey.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Super Entertainment zum Hamburger. Ja, guten Appetit.
I'm sorry. About what happened with the crooked man. I didn't...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later,
Sie ist
okay?
ein bisschen überfordert.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Dieses Schwein, ey. Wie kriegt der überhaupt die Tür auf? So, was hat es jetzt mit dem Truck auf sich? Das verstehe ich noch nicht ganz. Okay, das wird einfach ignoriert. Oder was? Nee, doch. Hä, aber ich habe denen doch Geld gegeben. Ich verstehe das nicht.
I'm going. Jesus.
Wieso gehen die jetzt?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all
Also die
this.
Hexe kann jetzt für alle das Zeug
I
herstellen.
tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Hä? Was?
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
Das ist überhaupt nicht ihr
he
Ding.
was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a
Ach so, die
willow
Käfer.
beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to
Das ist
stay
bestimmt wie so ein
here.
richtiges Armviertel
We
da
don't have
einfach.
a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look
Wo
on
sie
the
das
bright
Geld
side,
haben, können sie nichts machen. Ich verstehe das nicht. Das macht überhaupt keinen Sinn.
around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Ja, nee, die Sache ist die,
baby.
ich habe dem Geld gegeben und er hat ja
Where's your
selbst
friend,
gesagt...
Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He must have run off.
Bullshit.
Ah, fuck. Nee, Toad hat ja selbst gesagt, er hat es halt ihr erzählt, aber sie wollte einfach nicht zuhören, dass er das Geld hat.
Saying goodbye?
Und das verstehe ich halt nicht. Das ist eigentlich überhaupt nicht ihre Art, nicht zuzuhören. Sie will ja hier allen Leuten helfen. Und gerade wenn er ihr das Geld gibt, wir haben jetzt die Hexe, die die Klemmer herstellen kann, hätte er sich das locker leisten können. Für beide.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Und sie hat ja am Ende hier den Tag gerettet, ne? Sie hat ihn ja nochmal beschuldigt mit den ganzen Sachen, quasi dadurch Beweise geliefert.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Ach ja, stimmt, die mögen mich sehr, wenn ich sie berühre. Hab ich wieder fast vergessen. Oh, doch, das hat dir geholfen? Okay.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess, what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore.
Herrgott, wenn man sowas immer verspricht, ey, das ist schon ein bisschen naiv.
You and Snow.
Erstmal eine Menge zu tun bis dahin.
It's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in,